Help me ducks, it's Simon here. Welcome back to the Hermit's Cave. So today I'm here to do a side-by-side comparison of the Monstarot by Joanna Nelson and the Whispering Spirits Tarot, also by Joanna Nelson. And this is a request from Ray, who is in the Hermit's Cave Facebook group. So I put a picture on Christmas Day of some decks that I got, and I got the Whispering Spirits from my lovely friend Jen, who gifted me this for Christmas. And Ray in the comments said, I really can't decide between Monstarot and Whispering Spirits Tarot, and would really appreciate a kind of a side-by-side, which I said I would do. I was thrilled to get this. I got this from the lovely Elle in October. I had originally the first edition Monstarot, and I traded it, which I didn't regret at the time, but then I really wanted it back. Not from the person I traded it with, but I wanted to get it again. How many times do we do that? How many times do we let go of decks and then want them back? So I tend not to let go of decks that easily anymore. So I was thrilled to be gifted this for my 50th from Elle, and then to get sort of the sister deck, if you like, Whispering Spirits this Christmas. It was a wonderful surprise. And I love Joanna Nelson, and I love her artwork. You'll see these two paperweights here. And I've been lucky enough to be gifted these. I've actually got 3 of these. One is at work, and it's on my desk, and it's kind of like a chakra meditation tool. These painted stones, they're like volcanic stones, and they're beautiful and they feel lovely, and I love them. I actually absolutely love them. I think I was first aware of Joanna Nelson because she's one of the contributors as well to the 78 Tarot, and every year there tends to be a different theme. And this one was the 78 Mythical. I've only got 2 of the 78s. I would love one day to get them all. But she did Yeti for the Fool. So the very first card in the deck was by Joanna Nelson. And she's always contributed to the 78 Tarot. And if you go to, I've seen things like Northwest Tarot Symposiums and these tarot conventions, and when the 78 stand is there, Joanna is usually there as well, helping them out. But I love this Yeti. And then she did the Moon card in this one, and this is my latest one. I think it's still the last one that was released, 78 Elemental. And I got this in a trade with my friend Dan at Epine de Vale. And here you'll see the Moon card. And this little cat, look at the little crustacean, the little crab there as well. So yeah, she did the Moon card in that. But that just reminds me of the Catland Oracle deck. So she's done this Oracle deck as well. And if you go to, I'll try and remember to put a link below, because she's got an Etsy shop. I think it's Joanna Nelson Studios. These are the back. These are nice big cards, and all of her cards are nice and big as well. And this is, if you love cats, they do have the same sort of art style of cat. But this is a fun, mischievous little Oracle deck as well. And I really, really adore it. But her artwork is so recognisable. Look at that, Fishy Wishes. That is so cute. So yeah, the Catland Oracle is a great Oracle deck as well. So what I've agreed to do is to have a look at Monstarot. Now this is the 2nd edition. There wasn't that many changes, to be fair, so I was quite pleased about that. One of the cards that changed was the Luminary, which is an additional card before we start with the Fool. It's a lovely big tarot deck. I know some people struggle with large decks, but if I show you the size difference against a standard US Games, you can see it's much bigger and wider. Sometimes you can see it more clearly with the white side. So just pop that back. And then, so Monstarot is little monsters. And then we have the Whispering Spirits, which are spirit people. The books are pretty much the same. It's mainly, got that upside down, mainly text, few little illustrations like the luminary card, but mainly text. They're not too thick. They're not numbered, so it's hard to say the exact number, but it's pretty much the same as well when it comes to the Whispering Spirits. So that's the guidebooks. Boxes are lovely with these magnetic closures. Cards are the same size, so you do get, you know, the standard size with those decks. These are the two backs. I'm going to get them mixed up here now, aren't I? So the backs for the little monsters, the Monstarot, and then the backs for the Whispering Spirit. So obviously we've got this additional card here, the Luminary. The fonts are different. I think they're about the same thickness. Yeah, they're the same thickness. So let's remove the Luminary and we'll have a look. So as you can see, when it comes to the font, on the Monstarot, the whole bottom panel all the way through has it there, whereas on this one you get this little banner. Oh, look at that moon card. The energy of these decks are fun, playful. They're just a little bit, they're adorable, they're sweet, you know. And if you're going through quite a tough time and you want to work with the tarot, and you know, the energy of this deck is really. I heard somebody describe once about the happy tarot, saying it doesn't matter how tough a time you're going through, if you pull a tarot card from the happy tarot, even if it's something like the Tower or the Ten of Swords, you know, there's that gentleness to them. It still gives you the message that you need, but it delivers it in a way that is, I don't know, a little bit more sort of, well, less hard-hitting, let's put it that way. Okay, so let's have some music and let's have a look at these two decks side by side. I will kind of talk intermittently because I can't help myself. I find it quite difficult not speaking, particularly when I see artwork like this, and this I just love. I love that this little, we're used to seeing the Fool on the edge of the precipice here, about to take that leap of faith, but look how the little, we're used to seeing the Fool's dog, aren't we? But this little creature with its wings just flying to meet our Fool here. And because these are spirits, they're just kind of like shapes and blobs, whereas these are little monsters. And we've got like a little, it's like a mouse with its little, oh, like a mouse with little lizardy type tail. Just hoping there's no glare. Let me make sure there's, yeah, I think we're, just move that light a little bit. That's it. Obviously they're very similar in art style, but different enough. Oops. Love this Empress. A little creature here. So we get very similar style. Here we have the Emperor with these kind of mountains behind, and we've also got the mountains here We've got the two little little monster creatures here, and then these little spritey creatures. Could also be like the Hierophant card, couldn't it, with the two supplicants? Oops, sorry, just not the camera. I love the little illumination here of the candles, representing that light, that knowledge. Adorable. I love this hermit, stood on the top of this snowy capped mountain, the candle wax melting onto the top of his head. I really love it. And he's got a firefly in this cage giving him the light. Little origami spirits here. Adore this strength. Look at that little lion with two little fangs. I like this strength, but I think I prefer this strength. So we have the hanged monster and the hanging spirit. I think both death cards are amazing. Notice that we do have the little origami here, got a little boat on the water there, and then this kind of little flying bird, but also looks like a boat. The white rose is here, being held by this little creature, where it's the white rose in the flag, being held by the death figure here. But look, offering a little flower. Oh, and there's a little boat on the water there. So very similar with the mountains in the back and the sun setting. Oh, devils. This one has a lot of fiery energy. I really like that, and the horns. But I like this too. It's almost like a little toad pulling the strings. Whereas these are chained here. Our tower. Tree and plant. And I was saying in the live I did last night, when the Kickstarter took place for the original Monstarot, Joanna Nelson put a little origami boat. It's pinned to my pinboard in the kitchen at the moment. Oh, there's a signature there. Never noticed that. I guess it appears in every image. how unobservant am I? I mean, it's not very in your face, so you do have to search for it in places, but I never realised that. And I can't even see it in this card. It's going to be there somewhere, I imagine, but that could be a fun game to play. It's there. I'll go a bit quicker through the minors. They're very colourful, and the images are very playful. People talk about using this deck for inner child work. I can see why it would lend itself to that. Very similar use of colour. Riding a little origami horse. Swords. So this one is more traditional RWS, whereas this one still has the pierced heart, but a little sad face. So it is based on RWS, as you can see, both decks. So that each card is fully illustrated. And I have to say, with any dealings that I've had with Joanna, she is just so sweet and lovely. When I first discovered this community, even before I had a channel, and the first Kickstarter I ever backed was the Monstarot. She was just so wonderful. I didn't really understand Kickstarter. She was very communicative, and yeah, a real pleasant experience. And then we have wands. This was the card we drew last night in our live, the Two of Wands. And I guess, you know, they're similar, they're very similar. And in response to Ray's question in terms of, I'm not sure which to get, I think, you know, I would be happy with either. And then obviously if you're a collector and you love the artwork, it's great to get both, but they are quite similar. I don't think, you know, if you had one, you would be lacking not having the other, but I'm just very fortunate that these have been birthday and Christmas gifts, and I've got both because they're different enough to be different, if that makes sense. but they're similar enough in kind of art style and in essence of the meanings. But as you can see, I love that. The page is this little gecko on his top, same here. Our final suit, which is the cups. Love both of these. That one's actually tapping him. Oi. Both beautiful. Good little origami birds and boats. So there we have it. That's a side-by-side look at, on the left here is the Monstarot. Just move that one like that. And on the right is the Whispering Spirits Tarot. I'll put the boxes next to each one so you can see them. Both by Joanna Nelson. Information is linked below. Thank you, Ray, for asking me to do this side by side. I hope you found it useful, and I hope it's helped you to make the decision as to which deck you prefer. And yeah, thank you again, Elle and Jen, for gifting me these decks for my birthday and in Christmas. I really appreciate them, and I'm so thrilled to have more of Joanna's wonderful artwork. Thanks for watching, everybody. Until next time, go in peace. Namaste and blessed be.